in the game. said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will put total weather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got his man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled.
Looking for more room. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air on second down. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Another incompletion on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down move.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get him way out of their own end.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finding open areas. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got the back in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The 1st down for the offense. Give to the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Extra point here will tie the game. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Rush is on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. First down and more. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Slithers into space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Arkansas. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that second down, clock ticking. Quick completion on the out. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Caught. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will boot away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the tight end. Brings into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties?
Wide open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid.
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The pocket pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. For the 11th time this season. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 31 to Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Ferguson. At the 45 on his way. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. catch. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Looking to fire. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up.
Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Gonna swing it on second down. It's complete to the right. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
QB, excellent location on that throw.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Look out, he's got room! And they'll knock him down.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Nice move to keep running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And some room to work. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.